That's right. We are live right here on Whoa Entertainment Network. Thank you guys for tuning into the feed. And excuse me, I got that COVID.
Oh man.
Oh
man.
He's gonna shoot me already. Make sure you check in. Let us know you're watching, and share the hell out of the show. React, whatever you need to do. Thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Hello, Julia. Julia Little Spud Romaine. I hope I say that right. I probably don't.
We're going to have her on the show to explain to her.
Right, yeah. So while you're, I mean, you know what? I'm going to send this to Will C's group. So, yeah, so make sure you check out our girls over there at Team Leah, Justice for Leah. And justice was definitely served for that. We've got to actually, speaking of justice being served, we have an interesting news story that I haven't been able to find a whole lot on, and I'm hoping by this time next week I'll be able to find some more. The Independence Police Department in Independence, Missouri is looking for a black man who is between the ages of 50 and 60 years old, who was what's the word I'm looking for? He helped them apprehend 3 suspects in a disturbance at Independence Center, which is the big mall in Independence, Missouri. And he was wearing a Marine Corps hat. So I really want to reach out to this guy and get him on the show.
Yeah.
Because I think it'd be, a great story to talk about and cover. But at the same note, I'm impressed. I'm happy that for once it's not some doom and gloom BS freaking, make you want to put your fist through the screen story.
And the cops didn't shoot a black man.
Right.
Totally
yeah. And so they're literally just trying to find this guy so that they can thank him, so that they can say thank you. So I'm gonna do my best to try and find this guy, and hopefully he'll reach back out to me and we'll be able to get a hold of him. We've got a hell of a show for you tonight. Rap.
Yeah. We got quite a show.
Rap.
Anybody knows who he is? If anybody knows who he is.
If you know who this guy is, please put because we would really like to talk to him.
Yeah.
And I'm still trying to share the show. That 30-second beginning is not long enough. I'm gonna have to see if I can get Tommy to write like a 2-minute intro for us.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tommy, he's got some new stuff coming out here pretty soon.
Nice.
How was your week?
Week was interesting.
Yeah.
Got a new joke about the Capitol. And it's a funny joke because it doesn't pertain to anything. We'll get into that later. I think that was all a clown job, and I don't have any problem with what they did. If they want to shoot somebody, if you're dumb enough to do that, whatever. The problem I have is the after effect. They blamed Hicks and rednecks for it.
Oh, they've blamed everybody.
Rednecks would have did that like that. If we had a problem with the Capitol building, we'd have cut ruts in the yard with our.
Yeah, we would have cuts in the yard.
2 cans out of lawn and a Mad Dog bottle. Pull over the side over there. Put our lawn chairs in the back of the pickup trucks. And we'll just run in there and get their ass shot. That's what the rednecks would have did. Drinking beer in the back of a pickup truck. That's what we'd have did. But other than that, update on my grandson. He's improving.
Good.
Vastly. It's great how fast he's improving. A lot better. He's getting a little squishy puppy cheeks back, so I can get him when he comes home. And he's still on target date to come home on June the 20th, inauguration day. So I guess there's my positive lining right there on that day. So yeah, other than that, I mean, you know what? We landed a couple shows.
Yeah, let's talk about those real quick.
One of them is on February the 28th. That's a doubleheader show. We got a phone call wanting us to come back to B&B's Down Home Cooking in Gallatin, Missouri.
Mhm.
Okay, so the doors will open at 6. The family-friendly portion of the show starts at 7 o'clock. Adult show starts at 9. You don't want to miss this lineup, guys. If you're in there, you do not want to miss this lineup. You got Richard Montano.
The adults only.
Yeah,
show.
he'll be on adults only. Okay. Typhoon can do both.
Yep.
David Scott is going to be in the,
The
house
king
again.
of clean comedy.
This is going to be his 3rd trip there. They love him every time he comes in. It's going to be his 3rd trip at that particular venue.
Awesome.
And then, of course, myself, I'm going to do both as well. So that is a lineup there you don't want to miss. March the 13th, we're having that last comic standing contest. The trophy will be done this week. And once it's done, I'm gonna have one of our network guys pretty it up a little bit.
Grumpy Vet is not the trophy, right?
No.
Okay.
It's a nice little trophy. It's sweet. It's a microphone trophy. You'll get to see it. Blue name plate on it. It's cool. I'll have
put my name on it because I'm going to win.
I have Ethan. You're going to be a judge. I have Ethan, a venue that I've been trying to get in for years. Good Time Charlie's, March 27th.
Nice.
Adult show. And you don't want to miss that. It's me, Richard Montano, and Typhoon Panda.
Good deal.
$10. Make sure you're there.
I was getting ready to say, how much is that one?
$10. Make sure you're there. You're not going to want to miss this show. All right. They do have adult drinks. He does not. He has a kitchen, but he will not be serving food.
So what that's in my contract.
You have to bring a snack in your pocket. So, don't miss that, guys. It's a beautiful venue they have.
Ed at shows.
Sorry about your luck. You just got Biden. That's all I can tell you. So anyway, but that's everything coming up, and you got some other things in the works. So we're starting to pick up, gentlemen. We're starting to pick up, and ladies. Don't forget about the ladies.
Yes.
So if you guys want to be there, and then we'll talk to Carrie, see if Carrie don't want to do another outdoor venue.
Hell yeah, I'd love to do another outdoor show. Those were fun.
Yeah, those are great. And so Carrie, if you're listening, pick a date.
Yeah.
But other than that,
and by the way, it is Tuesday, Carrie. So, you know.
Yeah.
Hold on. Speaking of, yeah. I'm going to do this.
And what's his face too was late.
Oh, Daryl.
If you show up on time, I remember his name. What you got going on coming up?
Man, my week's been, well, it's been a week. We'll just leave it at that. Don't mess with my life's work. That's all I have to say. You know, a lot of people don't know a lot about this network as well as this show. And so I thought tonight would be a good night to do kind of a overview. Okay. The thing is just this literally keeps me alive. Okay. As a 2-time suicide survivor, this thing has kept me going. I started at the time, it was Warrior Outdoors Radio, audio only on Spreaker on the Warfighter Radio Network. And I literally started it just a couple of months after my second suicide attempt. And I got a big shout out to Terry Nichols and Mike Rice, who got me into the thing. For those of you who are fans that have kind of crossed over between the two, Mike actually is known as Johnny Zero. He claims to have the baddest beard in radio, but the actual baddest beard in radio is Afraid of Furbies. Oh, I hit the wrong button. So so for anybody who sends Cameron a Furby,
You're not gonna do that.
oh yeah, yes,
You're gonna do it.
yes.
All right. All right.
Anybody who sends Cameron from 1700 some get go away. There we go. My mouse is. I think the batteries are almost dead in the mouse, but anyway, it'll get 1,000 entries into the mystery box, and that's not just the first person. No, that is everybody.
Wow.
Who sends Cameron a Furby will get 1,000 entries into the mystery box that will be drawn at Warrior Fest this year. Now it wants to pop up.
There you go.
Really? The Mo you know.
Mo you know.
And speaking of the Mo you know, we've got an interesting animal this evening.
I can find them.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to find the damn thing. But
I can find them.
You Pimp's Pets. I love Pimp's Pets. Don't get 9 times out of 10, this is my reaction.
Last week you about retired.
I quit. And then sometimes I have this reaction.
Oh, I got one coming up. It's gonna need quite a fire.
So yeah, but and then there's been a couple that this is the only thing I could say. Richie, drugs are bad, okay? So Pimp's Pets sounds hella sexual.
Last week's
Julie, yes. Warrior Fest is in November on
November 5th and 6th.
5th and 6th. No.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. November 5th and 6th. It will be. We're working on the location now. We're kind of in a war between two areas right now, so it's kind of just.
Well, only war we're really into with is COVID.
Well, that too.
As soon as we get a break.
Well, we're torn
going.
between two areas.
Yeah.
But the only thing we're really fighting right now is COVID. We know we can get the bands put together. We know we can get the comedians put together. It's just this whole COVID crap that's really kind of screwing everything up. So, yeah, we also have a special guest coming on tonight to talk about his new show on. We're gonna have somebody from Down Under, hopefully, coming to Warrior Fest this year.
Sweet.
Yeah. So, goddamn Shay. It's like Playboy bunnies, but pimpin' pets.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, but some of these are not very fun to look at.
No.
So and make sure you check out Shay's OnlyFans page.
Those you don't know, Shay's part of the
Yeah, Shay's 1700 sometimes.
Oh, yeah,
No, we love her.
We teach her
And, she works her ever loving ass off, and so whenever she can get on, she gets on, and whenever she can't, well, you know.
hopefully we can start her another show.
Yeah, we're hoping we can pull her
during the week sometime.
Start another show for her.
Mm-hmm.
Also tonight, special guest Mickey Severus, the Harambe keeper himself.
That's right.
Is going to be starting a new show here on the network on, I think, Thursday nights.
Okay.
That'll start at 7. time we decided on. We'll have the Harambe Keeper Show. So be looking at the Woe Entertainment Facebook page for the trailer, the teaser trailer for that.
Right. And very excited to have him on. Y'all seen him comment over the years.
Yeah.
So, excited to have him on.
Yeah. And you want to see what his logo is going to be?
Yeah. Sure. Everybody was looking.
Well, I can't because it's on.
Oh, so they know their business. Yeah. You'll find out.
Nice. So,
Bradley, thank you, brother.
Hey, there we go. What's up, Bradley? Thank you. He's one of the Flaw family.
Well, thank you, sir.
And a huge supporter and longtime fan of the show.
Yes. So, I want to cover a few things tonight. Well, people ask Justin all the time, why Woe Entertainment? And, after your second suicide, you came up with it. And tell us a little bit about it and where it came from there. Because it's a common question we hear. A couple common questions.
Well, hold on. I'm typing.
At least you're doing the typing, not me. Yeah, I do the hunt and peck system. I do. I'm sorry. And if I miss a word, I got to erase the whole sentence. Go back and change it because I don't know how to move. Yeah. It's terrible. Anyway, a couple shout outs real quick. Julia, see you're in there. Shay, Bradley, share it out, guys. Get some more people on here. I've seen other people pop up, but I lost my
mind.
No, when my phone goes off, because my phone only comes on to whoever's commented last. Yeah, November 5th and 6th is Warrior Fest, Julie. You'll have a good time. We got we try to have, it's a 2-day event. We try to have between 8 and 10 bands playing. We try to run 8 to 10 comedians in there as well. Just raise money. Yeah.
Okay, so what was your question? Now that I'm done.
Explain everybody about the
so one of my first jobs ever was radio. Hey, Denise Pridemore from Vegas. So I've always wanted to get back into it. I love doing it. It's fun to me. It's one of those crazy things that I just, for some odd reason, I love doing it. And I was, coming off my second suicide attempt. I was dealing with some stuff, and I had started working with Warrior Outdoors, and they had another show, Reverend Michael Kim. I think you might remember him because we've had him on the show before. I think it was two years ago. We had him on, and he congratulations, new grandson coming for Miss Denise. But anyway, they had me on the show to talk about Warrior Outdoors and the stuff that I was doing there. And after the show, they approached me and they said, "You have the voice to do this. Would you like to do it?" And I said, how? And they're like, "Well, do you have a computer?" I was like, "Yeah." "Do you have a microphone?" "Yeah." "Okay, well, log in here and do a show." Okay. And so my very first show ever it was back in I don't even remember, and it was like basically straight from the hip. Like, I had no planning whatsoever into it. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I just went with it. And it seemed like for some reason it took hold and it started to build momentum. And then I realized, okay, I need to do a little bit of planning and yada, yada, yada. So I started doing that. And that was the advent of Warrior Outdoors Radio. Later on, I gained a co-host shortly after that, Mr. Dustin Luther Wilkes. He was a runner-up on Nashville Star. He is a recording singer-songwriter from Atlanta, Georgia. and he helped me develop the Whoa Radio brand. And we started working on that. And I had, in between there, I had Trucker James on with me. I had my brother Brandon on with me. I had another friend of mine on with me. I literally, this guy right here is co-host number 6. Now, I don't know if that's saying something about me as a host or just the fact that he was the final one. We went from Warfighter Radio Network. We went over to VRS, and we made the jump from audio to video on VRS. That very first show out the gate on video, we had 900 views the very first week we popped in, and from there it's just grown and grown and grown, between the stuff that Richie's done for us, the stuff that Carl's done for us, the stuff that everybody that's been involved with this crazy ass thing called Whoa Entertainment,
BV Nation.
BV Nation. We went from this kind of rinky bullshit show to this, to where we are now, where we parted ways with VRS, and we started going off on our own, and then we gained another show with Carl, and so that turned us into Whoa Entertainment and the Whoa Entertainment Network, which we had the Whoa Entertainment for a little bit before we broke off from VRS, because we had our comedy shows, and so we were working on that. And Shay, trust me, I know I have a voice for radio and the face to match. Okay, when this guy introduces me, he tells all the women to shut their eyes. So the running joke is that I've got the voice that'll drop your panties and the face that'll pull them right back up. So, and I live that. I wholeheartedly believe in it. So, just cover up camera and listen to the sound of my voice. Anyway, so and Richie's been there through a lot of stuff for me, where I've just I've almost hung up my hat, I don't know how many times, and almost taken hung up the glasses and just said, you know what, I'm done. And it wasn't for anything in my head. And now we've developed this crazy ass family that we call the Whoa Entertainment Network, and Shay's part of that, and Athen, and Dave's not here, man. Cameron, and now Mickey and Nico, and it's just one of those crazy things that it's just we fight so hard to keep this going and to be able to do this every week. They're talking about the possibility of a lockdown. Well, guess what? We're still going to be on air. They're talking about, the 10 days of darkness or whatever. Guess what? We're still going to find a way to be on air. So leave it at that. I don't give a shit if I have to go out and find a ham radio. We're going to be on air. Okay. So it's one of those things that, it literally has saved my life. We were about to hang our hats up back after we went video, and we just, we both were kind of in that funk of, well, we're really not doing what we want, what we started this show to do. And Stan Moore, happened. And we've had several others where, several other shows where stuff like that has happened. And so it's one of those things where we continue on because of those instances. Also, before I forget, if you want a Warrior Fest 2020 shirt, we have those for sale. right down below us. Okay, they're $15 right down below us. Send the payment there, right here. In I think you can put like a comment or a memo or whatever with your payment. Give us your address and your size, and then obviously 15 per. So the front of it is that right there, and that be the back. See, that's why I leave that there. That way I won't forget. So supplies are limited, but we do have plenty to go around. So please, if you want one, if you want to support the network, please send us a donation. We're asking a minimum of $15 for them, and we'll send you your shirt as a way of us saying thank you. And my throat is insanely dry today. And I don't know if it's the wet. Well, actually, it's probably a couple of crawl spaces today that were just dry as also. I'm breathing all the dust and the fiberglass and all that shit.
And then what people need to know, when I come on, I was on for a little bit with you.
Yeah.
And then that's just the part that covers all our comedy shows that we go live with sometimes, and it allows us to bring our comedian friends on, because we got a lot of comedian friends.
God, yeah.
We bring them on, they can talk and just have a good time. And then,
or if we bring the Godfather on, he shanghais the whole show.
Yeah, well, I want to give a quick shout out to the guy we pick on a lot, but he helped us out for a little bit. The founder of Comedy Vets, Jeff Onyx.
Jeff Onyx is a girl.
Yeah, he's a girl. Thank you, Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
For what you brought us. But yeah, so we did shows with him. You're MC for Comedy Vets and for our deal. So we've come a long way.
Yeah.
The second question that you and I both get asked a lot is about my name. Okay. Redneck Pimp. There's a meaning behind that name. People think that, and they express it just from thinking black until they see, so they're not Native American or mixed Native American. And then they think I'm gonna come out with a hat on with a feather and a cane and some hose.
Here's the thing, and I'm the MC, and I'm always watching the crowd. I always, gauge the crowd, gauge their reactions and stuff like that. And so whenever I introduce him, and it's always the people who don't know who he is or what he looks like or anything like that. You can literally see him go from whenever I say Redneck Pimp and he's off stage and they can't see him, and they literally and then he walks on stage and I mean, 9 times out of 10, it's either jaws dropping or people start laughing immediately, because you see this 300-pound, damn near 300-pound Indian running up on stage, bebopping and bouncing around like a goofball with a sleeveless shirt, camo pants, and boots on. And you're like, and they just, what? Like, it literally, it's the, what? And I love the reaction. It's one of those things that just, I sit back and go, and you bastards thought you knew.
Yeah. And how I got the name is simple. My brother, Redneck A-Hole. You see where I'm going with this? He and my nephew, he's gave me that name. One, because we're redneck, and not that we're racist. It's not, because I mean I'm Native American, for Christ's sake. How racist can I really be?
Right.
And redneck because I like flex glue. I'm always gluing everything. Gorilla glue, flex seal. Somewhere, let's the whites with me in her Jeep. I'm driving my truck. Okay. So the redneck part.
Oh, and we've got a badass top 10 tonight.
Yes, we do. Yeah, we're gonna just say. And the pimp part is quite simple, guys. Every time you see it on a shirt, it's always capitalized. You know why? Because it's an acronym. Or
holy crap! Carl's here.
Hello, Carl.
Carl Loomis.
Carl. Pimp means person in management position. It's a play on words. It's comedy, for Christ's sake. Don't take it so literal. But once people figure that out, then they loosen up.
Yeah.
And then they have a great time. And then they want us to come back. Okay.
Well, and I got posed the question a while back.
Right.
I had somebody walk up to me and ask me, they said, why do you have Redneck Pimp as a part of Woe Entertainment? Oh, because he's one of my best friends in the world. You're friends with a black guy? Is that wrong? Number one. And
Yeah.
number two, no, he's Indian. He's Cherokee. And number three, if you knew him, you'd understand, you know. And but as soon as they say, "Why are you friends with a black guy?" or something about a black guy, I'm like, "You've never seen Redneck Pimp before, have you?"
Obviously, you need to tune in 5 to 7 every
Yeah,
Tuesday.
you know, and so it's funny as hell.
It is.
Did-
when I did at church that time,
Yeah,
I go in this church, put on a show for a congregation. They're like 90 of them in there, okay? And the minister looking at my intro, because I got a specific intro that I came out to. He's looking at this, he's laughing. He goes, scratch his face. You know what? God gave me the ability. I'm just going to do it. He goes out and says, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, blah, 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 Redneck Pimp. And the whole church stood up because they knew it was a play on words. See, they were figuring it out, but
yeah.
it was just fun. So that's, and then you and I just collided, and I think we met at a comedy show.
Hey, there's the other Carl.
Carl, two. You and I met at a comedy show.
I honestly think we should call the Wizard of, well, he's the Wizard of Odd. So that's
Okay, yeah.
yeah, Wizard of Odd. There we go.
Because
Because we've got Carl, and then, but look, it's right one after the other.
It
Come
is.
on. Is there like a Carl radar going off right now?
I think they secretly
Anyway.
each other.
Uh,
Yeah. So anyway,
Y'all exchanged numbers, didn't you?
yeah, you did. We hooked up at a comedy show, and then
Right.
from then on,
Right. And that was the funny thing is, you know, my mom has asked me several times, and it was literally one of those, I went to a comedy show and I went to probably 2 or 3 actually. And then I approached you about it, and I was like, "Hey, what do you think about coming on my show with me?" And it was supposed to be kind of a temporary thing, you know, guest spot type thing, maybe 2 or 3 shows, whatever. And that temporary thing is gone. Well, this is our 3rd year. And we argue and fucking fuss at each other. Oh,
you just couldn't get through a half a show.
I didn't even make it. I barely made it a quarter of the way through the damn show. There you go. So we argue and fuss at each other. Oh, what's Julie say here? It just popped up. I had a homeless guy tell me I'm racist one time, and I burst out laughing. I abruptly told him that was hilarious because my sons are indigenous.
Now, see, she's from Australia, so hers would be like Aborigine.
Yeah.
Or is it?
Yeah. I mean, technically, we're indigenous.
I hate that word.
But here's the thing. All it means is we are the native people. It's just a $500 word.
I can't spell it.
Well, spell the.
Let me see. That'd be T. Huh. Tuh.
But anyway, so you don't like it because you can't spell it. But
Well, it's just dumb, and that's not what we are. We're you know, like some of us.
well, that's
Finnish
but
call us
the thing
Indians.
is that's what we are.
Right.
Is we are the indigenous people of
We're Native American. Yeah.
the American continent.
People, you know, our people get mad. Don't call me Indian. Call me Indian. I don't care if you call me Indian. I don't care. Like the Washington Redskins, for example, they got offended about being Redskin. We are. Have you took a good look?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm pretty pasty right now, but come summer, you can ask him. I turn about the color of this hat.
The word we hate is savage.
Yeah.
That's like the N word to the black people. We don't like savage. That's just
That and
You know.
being called Pocahontas.
yeah. Elizabeth Warren. I
I-
don't like that either.
I got, oh, dude, I didn't tell you about this. Somebody got offended by my hat today
Yeah. Why?
because I don't look native. 10 and a half, blonde hair, blue eyed. I look like a post. I mean, I'm sorry, but come summer, because I'm very, like, right now I'm pretty pasty. I mean, I don't know. Do you think I'm pretty pasty right now?
No, you still got that pigment. You got that red hue.
But
yeah, it's
come
whiter.
summer, I turn bright red. So it's But that's
Yeah.
also because I'm always outside, so it helps. But I don't, but then again, I'm also one of those weird people. I don't take offense to much.
I don't care.
You can call me pretty much any name in the book. Just don't call me a thief or a liar, and don't lie about me.
Yeah.
Like that's really my 3 rules in life, aside from don't mess with my family or my money. Now, if I screw with my, I say 3 there, and it's all from me. Whatever. That's my fault. But if somebody comes up and starts screwing with my paycheck, I take a little bit of an offense with that.
A little bit, yeah.
And God forbid you mess with my family.
Carl's been called Mexican.
Well,
I
Carl,
can see that though.
Look at his profile picture.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like.
I've
There we
looked,
go.
I've looked on his
Wait.
Rio Grande.
It's freaking January and she's mowing the lawn.
Who's mowing the lawn?
Julie.
Oh.
I always forget that the word is totally backwards.
Is it even snow?
I don't know.
I don't ever remember seeing anything on
I've
all the
never
TV
seen
shows.
of all the shows that I've watched about Australia. I've never seen, because I've been watching
I used to watch Steve Irwin all the time.
the gold mine show, the gold mining show from Australia.
Oh yeah.
That one's a good one.
Yeah, never seen that.
Outback Truckers, I like that one.
Yeah. I watched Danger. Steve Irwin. He was
Danger,
mate.
Apex
Predator.
As much work as he did for the environment and for animals, I always considered him kind of an idiot.
Man,
He's the only person I know that would walk up in the wild to the most deadly venomous snake. I even sent it to you, Daryl. Anyway, the most deadly venomous snake in the world, the Bushmaster, and just walk up to it like it was nothing.
Face.
Yeah, I'm like,
Most people can't be here, but I love being here, mate. Look at you. I'm going to whip your ass.
That dude, if there was ever a definition of an adrenaline junkie, it was Steve Irwin.
And what a fitting, this is bad. Don't take it the wrong way, but it's kind of fitting the way he went out by an animal. Cancer didn't get him. What he loved animals. And if he had been alive, he wouldn't have been mad at the stingray. He wouldn't have been mad at the stingray.
And he sticks his thumb up its ass. Yeah, exactly. This is the most deadly snake in the world. I'm going to stick my thumb up its ass. What? Yeah. So anyway, we got 20 minutes till the top of the hour. Yes. Aaron, I'm assuming that's Aaron from Reality Becomes.
I hope it is. Hope we're all huddled together.
Right. Yeah.
Watching our two
dumbasses.
Yeah.
So I literally just spit all over my microphone. Dude, my throat's so dry. I've been trying to drink as much as I can.
We need to get one of the plastic deals for
one of the shields. But guys, I really hope you guys are doing good. I haven't been able to reach out to you lately, but you guys as well. For those of you who don't know, John, the drummer for Reality Becomes, lost his fight with I believe it was cancer.
I think it was cancer.
Yeah.
Right before
Warrior Fest. And I'll tell you something. John was so instrumental in the year before, in 2019 or 2019.
Yeah.
In getting that thing going and getting it running. And he's always with us. And so, there's going to be I'm getting it made. A picture of
heart
John.
Attack. He said heart attack.
Heart attack. That's right. I remember he had something with cancer. He had posted something about cancer not long beforehand. But anyway, there will be a picture of John behind a drum kit. At Warrior from and Warrior Fest ends.
Yeah, and they could have backed out.
Oh yeah, they could have, but they
There'd
came
been
out.
no-
and they did a
And there'd
phenomenal
have been
show.
no mean words said about it.
Oh no, I wouldn't have. I would.
But
I
they-
would not have had a single problem with it.
No, not a problem. All right, you want to get into
Yeah. So our top 10 tonight. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, please reach out to us. I think you still have my number, so please shoot me a
not
text.
you got mine. You're still in the
and-
WordFest chat, I think.
Yeah. And let us know. And internet in the building. I don't know what's going on. It's being
And my phone ain't even using internet. It's been freezing up too.
yeah. But I've had issues with my internet on my phone all day.
Yeah, me too.
Honestly. So anyway, top 10. Now you went with legit statistics.
Yeah, I went legit this time.
Okay. So I'm going to give, as we go,
Your opinion.
yeah, I'm going to go my favorite, my top 10 muscle cars. And it pains me to say this, y'all. Ford made it on my list. Not once, not twice.
Oh, I can promise you one of them should be
So what?
Fairlane.
Nope.
Oh,
The Fairlane is not in my top 10. It's in my top 20,
Oh.
but it's not in my top 10.
That made some badass ones there.
It
Oh, wow.
got inched out by 2.
Oh, here we go.
Anyway, go ahead.
Legit first, and then you good.
Yep.
All right. On the legit top 10, and I got my top 10
Number
from
10.
Auto Express. These are the top 10 best muscle cars.
Okay.
Okay. Number 10, 1971 Plymouth Hemi Cuda.
Oh.
The Hemi Cuda. 1971.
Okay, my number 10 is the 1960 the 63 and a half Mustang. And
Is
now,
that the fastback or is that
year production
square? Okay, the
Mustang.
square body?
That is the very first year they ever produced the Mustang. It was
All are badass because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
got a special
they
car
were
to beat them.
great. All right, number 9.
Okay. All right, let's compare. All right, here number 9. Number 9 is the 2015 Dodge Challenger Hellcat.
But that's not a freaking muscle car. No, when you think muscle, it's got to be older. It's old
No, I'm-
muscle car,
I'm going off the list.
not modern car, muscle car.
That's what's a
Old carbureted freaking monster.
Hellcat. Yeah, no,
Exactly.
Not fuel injected.
You start it up and it's got that lopey camera. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Yeah.
I guess this does. I looked it up. It's
The
ugly.
72 Stingray. One of 2
Okay.
Corvettes that made my list.
Okay. Oh, you got two. Go figure. Have a Chevrolet make your list. Yeah.
I don't like vets. And you
Number
know
8,
this.
1964 Ford Fairlane Thunder. Oh, not Thunderbird. Thunder. And those are luxurious.
We're on number 8. The 69 Shelby GT 500.
Napa, California. Shouldn't be back home in the state of Missouri. All right. Well,
Hell yes. Safe travels, Larry.
yeah, be careful, brother.
Um,
What'd you say?
the 69 Shelby GT 500.
Shelby.
Eleanor from Gone in 60 Seconds.
Badass car.
Oh my God.
Badass car. That's a badass car. Okay, number 7. Here's one for you. You'll like this one. The 1968 Corvette L88.
Nope. Did not make my list.
I know it wouldn't.
What are we at? Number 7?
Number 7.
The 70 Pontiac GTO.
Mm.
That's a hard one to beat, man.
69.
But
Number 6. 1965 Shelby Mustang GT 350 new.
ooh.
That's the one where that's the Mustang they say used to lift up off the ground.
Yeah. It like hovered.
Yeah.
It was
They just
nuts.
take off.
This is probably the oldest car on either of these 2 lists. The 1942 Ford Willys Coupe.
Willys Coupe.
Mhm.
Willys Coupe. That's a good car. That's a good pick.
I know it is. I picked it.
Okay. The 1949, or number 5, 1949 Oldsmobile Rocket 88.
Ooh, the Rocket 88.
Now, if you know anything about the Oldsmobile 88 series,
Mhm.
they're all reliable or fast. Okay. Uncle had a
And
Delta.
damn near bulletproof.
Uncle had a Delta. He drove the piss out of it and then turned it into a Derby car.
Yeah. And it probably didn't die at the Derby either.
No, he did well.
I've got 72 Nova S.
Nova Fat.
That's my number 5.
Okay. Number 4, 1967 Chevy Camaro Z28 version.
Ooh. It's funny because this is number 4.
Uh-huh.
I've got a Camaro number 4 slot as well, but it's the 1970 Camaro SS.
Camaro SS.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's just a pretty, like, and it's not so much as maybe, okay, this one I didn't really pick it at number 4 because of the motor or the speed. It's the body line. Born in the wrong era for cars, period.
Yeah, me too.
Like,
don't like cars, so-
I love those old, just sleek body lines. Love them. Which will bring me to my number 3.
Number 3.
Uh-huh.
1970 Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird.
Yeah.
You can't get much better than that, bro.
The 55 Corvette. I told you there was 2 vets on this. The original,
That's not the
first,
split.
that was the first year production Corvette. The split window. on the
Split window,
front-
that's what you
on the
asked.
front, yeah. It's not because it's super fast, and it's nothing other than the fact that that car is so beautiful running down the road. I mean, oh my God.
What
Hold
was
on,
that
hold
car
on,
ZZ
hold on,
Top?
hold on.
Julie said Chevelle.
I would fuck that car. All right, go for it. Number 2.
Number 2, 1970 Chevelle SS 454.
Oh. Well, as you know, I'm a Dodge guy.
Dodge had her shit together. Look in the cars.
Drops oil, drips grease everywhere.
And don't hardly want to start. When it does, it runs good.
The 1970 Dodge Charger. That is a beautiful car.
There's a 5-year error there where they were just awesome.
Oh, yeah.
A 5-year error where they were awesome. Yeah. Okay. I almost agree with this. Next vehicle of the year. I think the year is 5 years too old for me. But
Really?
this car is, see, at one time Ford Mustang was a cock of the walk. It beat everything. They built this
Until
car.
Dodge started playing.
No. It beat Dodge. They built this car to beat the Mustang. The Dodge tried to go after it. I'm just saying, I'm
Dodge
just telling you a piece of history that I
gave
read.
Ford
Yes.
the Mustang
Yeah. But this car originally beat them all
because they felt
until
bad.
it got beat. We're talking about the 1964 Pontiac GTO.
Yeah, that shackled up GTO. And see,
To me, it should have been the 69 because obviously I had one and they're beautiful. But the box look, them judges are just,
oh yeah, I didn't even put a judge on here, but obviously I'm a Dodge guy. The 69 Hemi Cuda.
you can't, I mean,
That is just a clean, and I mean, it's pretty fast stock, but with minimal work and minimal green equity, you can make that son of a bitch a bullet.
the 1970, maybe 72.
I would say 72 tops.
They're about a 10-year. We'll go from 62 to 72. That 10-year span of cars
Oh yeah.
will never be duplicated.
Yeah.
Ever.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna do something. Keep talking about cars real quick.
And it'll never be duplicated. Now, they've brought some back. They brought the Challenger back, the Charger back, but they're just too damn modern. You know what I'm saying? They haven't got that look.
Well, they're
They're just, when you look at these older cars, they talk to you.
oh yeah.
You want to get in, you want to drive them, you want to own it. These other cars, they just look too much. They just look too damn much. And if you're afraid to wreck them, you're afraid to drive them, afraid to scratch them. You know.
All right, there you go. That right there, the 1955 Chevrolet Corvette. Is that not beautiful?
That's a Bond-like car.
Yeah,
You know,
that is
very
an
Bond.
absolutely gorgeous car.
It is. It really is. It really is.
So hey, there he is.
What's up, brother?
They'll never be duplicated because of the damn EPA. Now, I will say this on the Challenger, okay, because you had the Hellcat on there. On the Challenger, they actually interviewed some of the original engineers who developed the original Challenger, and they said that they were so happy that they could work on the new Challenger because at the time they wanted to do all this other stuff with it, but the technology wasn't there to be able to do it.
Right.
And now they could. And I mean, and I'll tell you something. What's funny, that Hellcat, or no, the Demon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you know that the Dodge Challenger Demon Edition only costs $1 to make it into the Demon Edition? But the car itself is $80,000. So you buy the car for $80,000. Then buy the Demon box, which has the wide back tires, the skinny front tires, and then a couple of other things for plug and play for your governor and your computer and all that bullshit. And that's $1.
If one thing I could take from the modern vehicles back in time would be the fuel injection.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know when it first came out, if you left the key on and the fuel pump kept going, a lot of cars started catching on fire until they started fixing that problem.
Yeah.
But if they take the fuel injection back in time, just to be how bad these cars would be. My God.
They'd be ass.
You know,
because back in the day, on those carburetors, you turn a carburetor a quarter of, a carburetor adjustment screw a quarter of a turn, and you pull 25 horsepower out of it.
Right, you can still do it on some of these other ones now.
Not on these fuel injected cars. It's all freaking computerized.
Right.
Shit.
But there's an error where
yeah,
take them back and put it on there. Also, I think they ought to have more. They ought to come back out on all these stick shift. They ruined the vehicle.
Oh,
in my opinion.
You mean the Millennial Anti-Theft device?
Yeah, I mean, I taught every one of my kids how to drive stick shift. My daughter, she put seven clutches in her car, and never learned how to drive that damn thing. I had one truck. I never put a clutch in until I got hit and almost killed me.
I had a car that had 435 horsepower at the tires. Okay. I had a triple plate racing clutch in it. Those are hard as shit to burn.
Yeah.
My second ex-wife took it out one day. And burnt clutch.
I just had my 1960. I wouldn't let a woman drive it. I'm not being male chauvinist. Just a woman drove it and she wrecked the damn thing. So, I mean, I cried.
Yeah. But anyway.
So that's a top 10 for today. Not a inspirational conversation over that top 10.
Well, and that's the thing I love. You know me. I'm a car guy. I love cars. It really does pain me that I put 3 Fords on that list.
I'm not a Ford car fan. You know how I am with a truck, though. I swear by the F-150. But the cars,
the worst thing that the Ford, and you can't lie. Now, you can't say that's wrong.
Ford has sold more cars than any other company.
Because they've been around longer than most.
The Model A and the Model T have absolutely.
Because they've been around longer than most.
They just sold the shit. But I won't own one.
I would love to have an old Model A or an old Model T.
What's that song we seen in the Marine Corps? Model A. Yeah, Model A Ford.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
But
I might do one, Julie, on motorcycles.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of motorcycles. I just don't like crotch rockets anymore.
There's a difference.
I mean, my dream bike All right. What do you think my dream motorcycle is?
Probably a moped. Yeah.
It would be a Harley Fat Boy Low.
Or a Fat Boy, yeah.
No, Fat Boy Low. Not just a Fat Boy Low. They sit lower to the ground. They're oh man, they're just like, they're such a lean back and chill bike. I love them. You won't ever see a Chevy tractor. Yeah, but you can find a Lamborghini tractor. What now, Daryl? Who's the smart guy? Anyway.
And that Lamborghini's still in a Chevy.
No.
But and Ford made a lot of money making tractors.
Yeah, they did.
My grandfather had one.
Josh Kaiser agrees with me. He didn't like cross rockets either.
Yeah, high tech. Yeah, I'm a four-wheeler type guy.
Probably won't go fast, Daryl. But for those of you who didn't know, Lamborghini got his start making tractors.
Yeah, that is bona fide.
And Enzo Ferrari made fun of him whenever he broke into the car world.
My favorite bike is a 1937 Ridge Ulster. Hope I said that right.
Ridge Ulster. Never seen one. I have to look that up.
She put it on twice. All right, come on twice.
I'm gonna try and look this up because I want to see what it looks like.
What's that?
This bike.
Oh, the 1937 Ridge Ulster.
Found it. Ooh. Kind of looks like an old Indian. Or an old Harley. Like right there, that one looks like an old Harley.
Oh, German bike. Mm-hmm. Probably what it is. Ulster. That might be a German name.
I don't know. So, oops, you weren't supposed to see that yet.
I don't know what the hell it was.
So our Don't DIY Tonight is actually a video just for Richie.
Oh, sweet. Nice. Question.
What?
Does being in jail make you a bad person?
No.
Because, the wife and I watch a lot of ID channel and all them crime things. I think she's trying to figure out how to kill me, allegedly, I think. Mm-hmm. And they always put on a stand, and one of the first things this lawyer tells somebody, well, you've been in jail. So? Maybe I admitted to going to jail. How about that? Maybe I owned up to it, in this day and age, you'd be hard pressed to find somebody in your circle that hadn't been in jail.
Yeah.
And that don't mean they're not. Sometimes going to jail teaches people, loyalty and unity because they don't want to go back to that something. Right. That's what they need to do. Quit making all these jails so cushy. And I've been in a few, so I know what I'm talking about. Quit making so cushy, make them rough.
Yeah.
Because you make it rough, nobody want to come back there no more.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna give you 30 days of clean. No, you ain't. Well, you need that force weapon. Judge, I'll clean the courthouse, whatever. But it depends why you're in jail.
I do agree with that.
Yeah.
But if you've just, Joe Schmo citizen, whatever.
If you've just been if you're fighting and you're just a hellion, you're not killing nobody, robbing,
you're a bad person.
Robbing, raping, or child molestation.
Yeah.
And still checks more ladies.
If you're just like, you get sent to jail because you wrote a bad check or because you got in a fight and I don't know, the person you beat up a pussy and can't take a ass beating the right way, so they reported you or whatever.
It's happened.
I don't think you're a bad person. Yeah, you might have made some stupid decisions in life. You might need
some anger classes, they say.
You might need some anger classes, but whatever. So, with that being said,
it's a British bike. Daryl just said British.
Yeah, I seen that. So, hey, there's Jade Lopez.
Jade, I hope someday we can sit down and have a conversation. Jade, we miss you.
Yeah. Well, she, you know what? She tuned in just for the Don't DIY. So
cool. She missed the top 10 cars there, lady.
Oh, damn it. Hold on.
Watch.
I got to do something. I want to see if I can. Do this a different way. Hold on.
All right. How you doing, Adam? We'll get right here.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the ad to go away real quick.
Yeah, because they ain't paying us. We ain't sponsored.
Yeah. Okay. Now
Oh, that's mine.
that.
I was like, what the hell? I thought Jeff snuck in by us back in the office messing around.
Okay, so here is your don't DIY.
What is this?
They were making this amazing 1-minute microwave cookie. This is not proper, delicious microwave cookie.
It's a microwave cookie.
And amazing. Once you try this, you'll always be making 1-minute chocolate chip cookies. Okay, so we're gonna start out with some good old butter, which we're gonna melt in the microwave. To this, we're gonna add some brown sugar and a dash of milk, which you'll see in a moment. I do not like to add eggs to any of my microwave recipes. You know this. Eggs in the microwave usually become rubbery. We don't like to eat rubber. Not on my channel, okay? So we're gonna substitute the eggs with a dash of milk. If you're new to my channel, hello there, welcome. Make sure to subscribe and click on
I'm sorry for the kind of like
I've gone ahead and added dry ingredients, which are just flour, baking soda, and salt. If you want to make this into a now I'm using chocolate chip today.
I'm watching your face.
Chocolate chips, whatever you like. You're going to fold these into the dough, and then you're going to bring the dough together with your hands and shape it into a cookie. So form a ball,
Into a cookie.
place it onto some parchment paper, and we're dropping
Parchment paper.
done. Okay. We're ready to microwave this. Now, I'm going to speed up the video, but I do want to mention two important things. You're going to cook your cookie for exactly 1 minute. However, every microwave is different, so just know that you're going to keep the take between 1 minute and 1 minute and 15 seconds. The second most important thing to know is to not overcook your cookie. Your cookie should come out of the microwave. So let this cool for about 5 minutes. Otherwise, it's going to be too hot to handle. Love warm soft baked cookies. You have to try this. Really delicious and satisfying. Make this for late night craving after school, after work. Have this with ice cream. You'll love it.
I was just writing down some notes at the 1 minute thing. I
Uh-huh.
went 3.
Yeah.
I didn't use
You
a
think you
parchment
might
paper.
You might have overcooked the sons of bitches.
And I didn't make mine from scratch. Mine were pre-made dough,
Yeah,
raw cookie dough.
yeah.
'Cause I ate some of it. And I
Yeah.
put 6 in there.
Yeah.
Plus, I used 6
Yeah.
in 3 minutes.
No.
And a microwave that I used a different microwave.
Yeah, but there you have it. The proper way to make cookies in a microwave and not cost yourself $52,000. Not that I'm staring at anybody, Richie, because I don't know anybody that's ever done that, Richie.
Yeah.
And I did that one just
I
for
think she's lying. I think it was all photo. I think Photoshop video. I don't know.
Take care, Julie.
Cookie had tannerite in them.
No.
Microwave got tannerite. I've never done. It was in a video.
That was an expensive half dozen of cookies, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I will forever, until his dying day, I will give him shit for that.
2 major events in my life. I can't live none of them down. He's in a microwave, shitting in a cop car.
Yep. If I'm at your funeral, cookie story will be told.
Why not? $52,000 cookies I made, and didn't get eat a damn one of them. Not one.
Yep. So,
That was a stupid DUI.
I had to. I couldn't resist. Okay, so things you didn't want to know. Now, here's something you want to know, or you might want to know. Right, Richie?
Well, you might. I don't know why this information is pretty useless, but you might want to learn about this.
Are you not ready?
I was on that you did. All right. This today's Pimp's Pet was brought to you by Justin and I. Okay. It's called the Blue Sea Slug. Blue Sea Slug. Take a piece of your eyeballs on this thing.
It's really kind of cool looking.
It is. It looks like a damn drone. Would you say it looked like you?
It almost looks like an angelfish.
Yeah, an angel.
I think it's this picture right here, where it kind of looks like an angelfish.
Yeah. All right. These sea slugs are pelagic. They float upside down.
Do what?
Yeah, they float upside down
Okay.
by using the surface tension of the water to stay up, where they are carried along by the winds of the ocean currents. So these things ain't very. I mean, they're little. The blue side of their body faces upwards, blending in with the blue water. The silver
Okay.
gray side of it's facing downwards underwater.
Huh. Can we eat them?
The slug stores stinging pneumotoxic from the I don't know, there's about 5 words I ain't saying with their own tissues for defense mechanism. So basically, they can sting you or they can rub up against you.
Kind of like a jellyfish.
Yeah, it's against different predators. Humans handling the slug may receive a very painful and potentially dangerous sting. I've never ever in my life.
Daryl, is that a blown up look at a gallstone?
It might be a maturity slug can be up to 3 centimeters with 1.2 inches. Have been found. It can live up to a year under the right conditions. So these are seasonal, basically.
Right.
It is a silvery gray on its dorsal side, a dark pale blue on variety. It has a dark blue stripes and on its head.
Richie,
It's yeah. Go ahead.
how long do you cook them in the microwave?
Well, I don't know.
We're gonna do a show one show this season. We're gonna do all microwave cooking stuff.
Better get the fire department.
No, because I'm gonna do the right way to do it.
I see. It has a dark blue stripes on its head. It has a flat tampering body with 6 appendages. Soteria, also known as papillae, extend laterally from the different pairs of the punctacles. Wow, I wonder how a punticle is, but okay. All right, they're placed using a single rows and spaced, and maybe up to 84 inches total if you take them all and add them all up. So that's your. The species bears serrated teeth.
How you doing, RC Surprise?
The serrated teeth to which paired with a strong jaw and allows it to grip, grasp, and chip down parts of its prey. So it just kind of gnaws at you and chips at you. So there you go.
The mo you know?
Blue Sea Slug. How'd your episode of Pimp's Pets?
Honest. I thought at first, I will not lie, when he first pitched it, I was like, this is going to be dumb. But I don't know what's more entertaining. The animals that he finds or listen to him stumble through the $500 words
Yeah, that's what he's trying
that
to
are
do.
in that
Crap.
sumbitch.
Yeah.
But don't forget, if you can send Cameron Bates of 1700 somewhere a Furby, and everybody who does this will get 1,000 entries into the mystery box.
1,000. That's 3 behind one.
1,000 entries each year. The winner had well over 5,000.
Yes. Yes. Congratulations, Josh Cager, by the way, the very first mystery
Yep.
box winner.
Yep.
And he was there when we pitched the idea, and he watched it get assembled.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
That's awesome. And I don't know why you didn't think my idea worked. Everything I do works. What the hell's wrong with you?
it was one of those. I was like, okay, we can't if we're gonna do it. And I know I told you this whenever we first. No, not per Furby, per person.
Per person. Yeah, easy. Damn, you already won one. He wants another.
So anyway, so yeah,
Cameron hates him. That's the backstory.
yeah. Basically, Cameron has a justifiably irrational phobia of Furbies. And he shared this on Sunday night's episode of 1700 somewhere. And so now anybody who sends him a Furby gets 1,000 entries. But I've got to see proof that it made it to Cameron.
You'll know. You'll know.
Oh, yeah, because you can make it, tracking and all that stuff.
He'll let you know.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Cameron's going to kick me square in the dick at Warrior Fest. I already know it. But anyway.
Yeah.
I still haven't figured out what Shay's afraid of or anybody else at the network, so I can't really screw with them yet.
Dude, I'm scared of a diet.
Send Richie diet books, and I'll give you 100 entries into the mystery box.
Yeah, I'm already on one.
Per book. Anyway. So, oh, man. The shenanigans. Shenanigans. I love shenanigans. What are you over there staring at?
Just my mind. I'm writing jokes in my head again.
Quit it. We got stuff to do. Trivia question time.
Okay, here we go, guys. For 10 entries into the said mystery box. Here's your question. Lamar, and it's a sports question. Okay, Lamar Hunt, who owns the Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champions, right? Lamar Hunt has a football trophy named after him. What other sport has a trophy named after him as well? Get back up here, you're lazy. Yeah. I'll say it again. Lamar Hunt has a football trophy named after him. What other sport has one named after him as well? Shay's afraid of a drunk, horny Athen. You don't know I know how to do that. You don't know I know how to do a lot of things on here. All right, waiting on the response here. Lamar Hunt has a football trophy named after him. What other sport does he have one named after him? Give me a minute and I'll give you a hint. He owned this other team. Nobody knows. We're looking it up. We're waiting patiently. Waiting patiently. Go ahead. While you're doing that, want to talk about where to find that at. We covered a little bit last week on last week's show, and I'll try to cover here a little bit more again. We got up and coming things coming up. Soccer, ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. I was getting ready to get into it. We have a winner. April Mueller. That is correct. Soccer. For extra 5 points, April, tell me what team it was. But you are correct. I'll write you down as 10 points.
Who?
April. Got it. April Mueller. And I said for another 5, tell me what team you owned. What soccer team you owned. Yeah. A lot of people don't know that he owned a soccer team and the Kansas City. Used to own the Wizards, I believe. Or Monarchs. So Monarchs is a basketball or baseball team, yeah. So like I said, every year we do the mystery box and we give away Waterfest. And Justin and I set our lineup at the beginning of the year. We got some special people going to come on, and I'm waiting for Mickey. And somebody said Mickey.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him yet. He's supposed to be jumping in.
All right. Different guests coming on. We got some good guests coming on this year. As y'all know, you've seen some people storm the state capitol. And while we don't make you talk about that, I got to tell y'all something. That was dumb. That was dumb. And don't believe who they tell you was involved in that until you see actual evidence.
Yep.
Because you got police resigning. Okay, you got police resigning. Police commit. Police. Some died. There's reports that nobody died. There's reports 5 people
High
died.
tech.
now.
Everybody is afraid of drunk, horny Ethan.
They said nobody's died, and they say people have died. A female veteran died. She was unarmed.
4 people have died
She was unarmed, and she got shot.
by the cops.
How'd that happen? Now, understand something. Gentleman is in there.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know how to feel about that. Do I feel outraged that she got shot when she didn't have a gun? Yes. Yes. Were they supposed to be in there? Don't know. They said some of them now are saying they were let in. Now there's evidence that they were let in.
Well, here's
So
the
I-
here's the thing.
This is all fucked up.
Here's the thing. Okay,
Oh,
if
man,
you
I'm
know
a quarter.
anything about, if you know anything about the Capitol building, all of the government buildings in
I would tell for last
DC.
week. I'll just put-
DC, they're effing fortresses.
You
Okay,
can't get into these things. No.
so and even though you can like go in and tour the White House or the Capitol, it's a very defined.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll give her 5 more. But it's a very defined area as to where you can go. Okay. You can't go onto the Senate or the House floor. Now, there's a gallery up above that you can go into and view. You're looking down on them,
Right.
or on the floor. Normally, I don't think you can actually go in there whenever they're in session. But anyway, in order to have achieved what was achieved, they were let in. Period.
Right.
I'm sorry. That there's no question asked.
Don't make
Somebody
no
let
mistake.
them in.
It's a public building. We have right to go in there. We sure do. It says right in the Constitution.
But for security's
But
sake,
when
we
they're
don't
in
go to
session,
certain areas.
No, and it wasn't time to be in there. But this deal's all messed up. And now they're talking about because of this, every state in America, all 50 states, all their capital is going to be overrun around inauguration time. Here's my thoughts on that. That's ignorant.
Yeah.
There's nothing we do. If
They're talking
Trump
about
lost,
locking down
Trump
DC
lost.
also.
Trump lost. There's a question if we lost it fairly or if we didn't lose it fairly. Whatever. We got to move on. All I'm going to tell you is these next 4 years, guys, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. And hold your children so they ain't going to get sniffed. Okay. Hold on. Your kids. Hold on to your money. Hold
Is
on.
it bad that my kids call him Sniffy Joe?
No, because that's a
Okay.
proper name. That's a proper name. I got one.
B walked up to me the other day, walked up to Show Wife the other day, goes, Mom, is Sniffy Joe going to be president? And she goes, well, yeah. He goes, oh, man. And he just turned around and walked off. He's 5.
I got a grandson who sits with me. We tell stories. So every night, he tells a couple, I tell a couple. That's our traditional thing we do. I look at my phone and I seen a meme where it had Joe Biden sniffing Nancy Pelosi, and his face turned green. He said, "You smell like piss and Bengay." Okay, my
So
dad-
Old Crow.
so my grandson, Papa, what's that mean? I said, she smells like piss because she's always smelling Bengay because her joints ain't bad. He goes, and he's gonna be the president? Yeah. What if he sniffs me? I said, if he sniffs you, you have my full
Fart.
throat to his ass. Okay. He goes, why does he sniff people? Because he's a weirdo.
Creepy old fucker.
He's a weirdo. When you got kids in this country thinking the man's a weirdo, okay, we're in trouble. But I mean, that being said, look, nobody here at Woe Entertainment, we're not going to tip over cars. We're not going to riot. We're not going to we're better than that. Trump lost. Okay, let's move on. Because we ain't gonna have time to be doing that. Because now everybody's gonna have to get freaking jobs to work. His people. Because now we're gonna have any room for the free shit. Because that's gonna be taken up.
Yep. So that's why I'm starting my own country where there is no free stuff. If you want it, you work for it. There is no parties, and the only rule in it, you work for it.
It's a good rule.
It-
Good rule.
that-
You
that's
want
it.
to have a very big population.
I
That's a
don't
good
care.
rule. It's a good rule.
Keep
Well-
the circle small. The bullshit stays away.
That's right. That's right. Well, waiting on Mickey to come in here.
Yeah, he's working on it right now.
All right, cool.
So yeah, pimp out the
A
next
couple
show.
of them, yeah. Well, this first show coming up is February 27th. Now, this guys, we do any shows in February. It's always contingency on the weather because the weather sucks here
Yes.
in February. Like
The weather here is
bad,
like a schizophrenic woman on her period.
mad because she spent all her money at the same time.
No, you don't know what the hell you're getting from day to day.
Yeah. She's so a podunk town who sells out when we go there, who wants us back. I figure was explain that one. Even you were like, at the last show we did over when he went outside and looked around like, are we in Gallatin? Well, back inside,
A town of 1,800 people. Okay,
you know, good
Okay.
folks. Good folks.
a town of 1,800 people. I feel like Donald Trump doing this,
Yeah.
but anyway, a town of 1,800 people packed out a venue for us, standing room only, literally standing room only.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, we come here to a venue approximately the same size, a town 10 times, almost. I guess it'd be technically 5 times that size because it's almost 2,000. There's like 10,000 people here.
Yeah.
Anyway, and we can't get 35 people into a restaurant.
Barely get 25, barely get 20. Yeah. And it because the talent's bad. But anyway, so on the February 27th, Woe Entertainment Comedy Invasion presents Doubleheader Comedy Show. BB Down Home Cooking, Gallatin, Missouri. The double
Now, are they feeding us?
No, but
God damn it!
you'll get your food. You got yours. Doors open at 6.
You see what I deal with?
Family friendly at 7, adult at 9. She may or may not have her liquor license by then. They keep putting her off, and it's pissing her off. She's
Well-
a veteran, and they're you know,
Here's something about it right now. No,
We
it's
can't
that
do
it's
that.
government. Government workers are working from home.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like
okay.
no government offices are open. Like
Still
I've got
furloughed.
friends that are trying to. I've got friends that hey redneck a hole. He's like an hour and 24 minutes late, but anyway. Oh, he's not like those liberal tarts that don't have jobs.
No, he works his
Okay.
ass off. That's a fact.
But anyway, so they like I've got a couple of friends that are trying to get like their food stamp applications pushed through and unemployment stuff and whatever, and they can't get anything.
No.
Like literally, they have filed unemployment multiple times over the past couple of months and still have not got a check. They're like, I don't know, thank God they extended the rent moratorium.
But the electric bill's still gonna get their money.
But yeah,
Greedy bastards.
now granted, I will say this: the one friend of I have that's really struggling right now, his electric company, he sat down with somebody on him that he went into the office, sat down, and talked to him, and they worked out a payment plan and said, okay, here's, we'll keep basically a running tally, but this is what you're going to pay. If you can get this much to us a month, we won't shut you off. But it's like $100 a month.
Yeah. Well,
So, they're like, yeah, if you can do this, we'll be okay for now. And, we understand. But that's the advantage of small town electric companies versus some of these massive companies out here that they don't care about people.
right. The doors open at 6, family friendly at 7, adult show at 9. It's $10 a person, a show. We also got a 50-50 raffle going on.
You know who I don't think is going to be there?
Who?
Redneck A-hole.
Yeah, he probably won't be there.
Yeah, because he doesn't show up to any of our shows.
He needs to. He laugh his ass off.
I know.
Guys, we're going to have the
Dickhead.
Godfather. Richard Madonna's going to be there. David Scott.
The king of clean comedy.
Man, I can't say enough about him. And myself, we're going to be there, hosted by
Is it not weird
the Goose Man.
that I hate being in front of people, but I love getting on stage
That's weird.
and playing around? Because
No,
it's almost,
it
it's
actually
just
ain't weird.
fun. It's
It's fun, but you can see everything too.
yeah.
That's an advantage.
But I mean, I don't, I don't like crowds of people. I don't really like being in front of people, but I get on stage, I get that mic in front of me, I throw the glasses on, and it's fun. I get to play around, I get to have some fun, joke around a little bit. During the first show, I'm gonna have to watch my language and not tell any jokes. But anyway, because there's just certain jokes that I can't. They don't translate well.
my grandkid joke ain't
Yeah.
won't work.
Yeah, that one doesn't work.
Yeah.
Well, the
Yo,
helicopter and beheld bitch won't work.
Oh.
Crotch goblins won't work in a family friendly setting. I actually told that at a family friendly show, and somebody came up to me and got mad at me because I said crotch. I'm like, that's not a curse word.
No, that's what they call right here in your pants, crotch area. Yeah. One more thing about the utility companies. Here's the deal with all this COVID thing too. I have nothing for the electric companies and water companies ever, because they're so greedy that they shut down. When they say the COVID's over with, they're going to recuperate all the money by raising our bills to recuperate the money they lost.
Yep.
They need to send that bill to China. Or they need to send it. That's just China's fault, ain't ours. So they're so greedy that they're going to do that. But the mortgage companies, and they're just going to take it to short. Guys who, if you rent, if you're a landlord, you got to hold off and take it to shorts. So they can kiss our ass.
Well, and part of it, and Mickey just popped in, so we'll pull him in here in just a second. Part of that whole rent moratorium, I feel bad for the landlords because, yeah, the rent is on hold, but I'll tell you right now,
Tax ain't on hold.
The mortgages aren't on hold.
Nope.
And the taxes on those buildings aren't on hold.
Nope.
So I mean, it's a double-edged sword because landlords, you don't have to pay your landlord because if you lost your job due to COVID, but that landlord still has to pay his bills.
Yeah.
And so I have this bad feeling that when all of this is lifted, there's going to be a lot of people out on the streets. Anyway,
that's sad. That's sad. Going to unify us, right? Going to bring us all together. How? How are they going to unify all of us? Some of us don't want to be unified. How?
I don't know.
Good question.
Anyway, so newest host and member of the Woe Entertainment family, since I can't play the trailer to a show because freaking phone wanted to update the damn app that I use to make the trailers and stuff. So that'll be posted tomorrow.
Yeah, you'll have ours running again.
So, yeah, without further ado, Mickey Severson. Hi, Mickey.
What's up, brother?
Hello, how you guys doing?
Oh,
right,
another
brother.
day.
Welcome to Woe Entertainment.
Welcome to the
Network.
shit show. I mean,
Well, I tell you guys what. First, I'm going to read you a text. Well, I'm going to read you two of them, but I'm going to read you one that involves me joining this family and the timing the timing. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Let me find it. Everybody needs to hear this because this has the potential to have a really good effect on the veteran community if we can really, okay, let me find it. Okay. And let me back up a little more. Okay. Here is the text that I sent to my Wounded Warrior Project guy. 1 o'clock Sunday afternoon, I was emotional as hell. Here's what I said to him. Here's what I will say to you. After the show, if you wait. No. Let me back up a little more. I'm sorry. I'm just
Mickey's effing confused.
You got somebody run tech for him on his phone. What the hell? Perfect fit.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect fit. Perfect fit.
Already.
Yep.
Yeah, Lang. How you doing, Lang? Patrick?
You know what? I'm gonna do you one and make it a little easier.
Hey, Doc Lang.
Oh, he said he's Doc's here after because some butthurt
Here
liberals
we go.
reported his other 4 accounts.
Yeah. All right, go for it, Mick.
All right, this text I sent to my Wounded Warrior Project guy who saved my ass in New Jersey for my 2-day diabetic coma that I'll explain eventually. I'm going to say this, and I don't care how you take it. Given how absolutely crappy my existence has been since New Jersey, part of me will always resent you for saving me. I should have died in New Jersey. I sent him that text at 1 o'clock. You sent me the text asking me if I wanted a show at 1:05. Good save. Good freaking save.
Well, and the thing was, and really, I don't know if I explained it to you how this really came to, and turned into me actually texting you to see if you wanted to do a show. Athen, on 1700 somewhere had mentioned, Mickey really, Mickey's a funny guy. He should really do a show. And so I got to thinking about it, and I called this tard up, and I said, hey, what do you think about Mickey having a show? And he's like, who's Mickey? And I'm like, Mickey, the Harambe keeper, and he goes, oh, well, okay, why not? But I had to explain to him who Mickey was. I'm like, the only Mickey that watches the network every show.
Here's what I want to do with the show, besides make people laugh by making a star-craving ass of myself from time to time.
You?
Oh,
no,
yeah.
never.
Oh, yeah, totally. I want to do things. I have a story because I'm writing a book. Well, it's pretty much finished, and I'll explain the whole mess later. I want to, when you tell your story right, people are going to feel one of 3 things: shame, fear, or inspiration. I'm just going to tell my story, and you're going to feel what you're going to feel. Okay. And
so you're going to hit people in the fields.
Oh, I'm going to shove them in front of the Fields freight train, and they're going to get splattered. Okay. Now,
This coming from the guy who every time I post something like, again, damn you for making me feel feels.
Yeah. I'm going to share something with you, and the timing of this is, to me, it's divine providence, whatever you want to call it. Here's the thing. I need to do this show with you guys in the sense that I have been a curmudgeon, a foul-tempered pain in the ass for a long time. And I've had a couple of incidences recently where my sensitivity, where I've just gotten blasted in the fields. I'm going to read you another text real quick. Okay. This chick pushed me in front of because I've been writing a book for the last 8 years. I've gotten rather adept at protecting identities, and that's all fine and good. But I need to read this to you to kind of give you an idea where my headspace is at when I'm dealing with people. You know what? I need this out of my system, so I will text you what I wanted to say and get back to trying to figure out if I can make this trip to where I'm currently at work. I find you to be a beautiful and wonderful woman. I've been saying for a couple of years now that once I finish my book and 2 or 3 other projects that need attending to, I will go ghost and never be seen again for the foreseeable future because I felt so flawed and burned out. When I said that you inspired my trip, I wasn't being sarcastic. I had been planning to go there for a while to get this procedure done, but you having made sweet love to me made me feel so supremely alive that I knew it was time to stop making excuses and get help in fixing what desperately needs fixing. You know, I've been told that I'm fairly proficient at observing the human condition, so here's something that I've observed. When someone walks away and gives up on love as they are proverbially walking away, I believe that part of them, in the deepest part of their heartbroken soul, is holding out hope that someone will call out to them and say, don't go. I want to be with you, to love you, to inspire your happiness, and to carve out a life with you in this crap storm of a life that we're currently stuck in. I know you have your little corner of the world that you need to focus on carving out, but if you ever want to be called out too in that way, come find me and I'll say it to you with all the sincerity I can muster. That's what she did to me. She shoved me in front of the field spray train and I got splattered. And the problem, here's the thing. When you've been a curmudgeon for as long as I have, it's like holding a grip. You're going to get tired. And maybe this needed to happen to make me see I need to do this to help veterans so I feel like less of a heathen. And it's like a go, no-go station where it's like, am I actually capable of doing this? I need that. So the timing of this is really interesting and beautiful. So that's why I'm looking forward to doing it, because I want to be able to say to the veteran community, I've given you this. Murphy's Law of Combat Operations states, no plan ever survives first contact. Here's the plan, blow the hell and improvise from there. There you go.
Right.
That's my mission for right now.
Right. And you know, it's great. You know, and I love the fact that I was actually nervous whenever I approached you about it, because you are a damn curmudgeon.
What the hell is a curmudgeon?
An asshole.
Grumpy as hell. Grumpy asshole.
Say that.
There you go.
You just say that.
I don't want to. I like saying it my way better. Anyway, hold on. I want to put this picture up on screen. So while we're talking, I'm going to try and do that. But anyway, so you've got a basic vision as to what you want your show to do and be, and it was one of those things, like I had this idea because you're a funny guy, you're a fun guy, and so I put it in the wrong spot. Damn it, that's what she said. That's what she said. That's what she said it myself. Okay. But anyway, so cool, there we go. Anyway, so, and if you don't realize,
that is just beautiful. I cannot overstate how much I love that.
Here's the bonus. And that's actually going to be the logo for part of the logo for the Harambe Kiva. But it was one of those. I made the call, and and I talked to him, and I was like, I don't know if he really wants to do it, but the worst he can say is hell no, F you, and hang up the phone.
Right.
Which I'm pretty much used to. So whatever.
So it was more of a shock to your system that I said
yes.
That
you were like, yeah. I mean, and it was the whole, oh hell yeah, dude. Wait, what?
I was shocked that you didn't have a show by now. Have one, and I wanted to watch you on the show when you were was it 1700 somewhere he was on there with. But since I greeted you with hello Mickey bitch, Facebook got a hair in their ass. gave me a ban, and I couldn't watch you perform on that damn show because they don't understand veterans how we talk to one another. That lightweight. Oh, there goes the show right there. Welcome now. About your show, I know we're helping veterans. That's what we do first. Obviously, help veterans. They'll help anybody who needs help. But what kind of format you going to run on your show? What is it that for example?
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna talk about my book. I'm gonna talk about my writing program, and I'm gonna share my life as a cautionary tale, and hopefully to get people to be like, okay, I just lost my last excuse to not get my act together. Okay, I'm going to talk about the book, what all went into it. I'm going to talk about the writing program. I'm going to talk about cooking, because the cookbook is nothing more than an extension of me sucking up to my editor, my publisher, in the process of getting them to help me get the book up and running. And that's
well, hold on, because there's a dynamic in the way you cook, that I love, and it's one of those things, like, I really want to try it, especially with cooking with Goose and all that. Once I get that started back up, the watermelon. Where did that damn idea come from?
Oh, dude. Okay. I was in the gym one night. I was working out with a crew of guys that were 20 years younger than me. And that was, I'll just call that a fate worse than death, because my joints, my ligaments, my tendons, my entire body was killing me, because it was before the New Jersey incident where my mortality slapped me in the face and put me in a 2-day diabetic coma. Okay. I was just surviving the beating and being like, success was me surviving the beating and coming back for more. So I'm working out with this crew, and one of them was like a total nerd. Like he was like an emperor god level nerd. Okay. And he was telling me about the dark web, and it's like the VA,
a god level nerd.
Yeah. All the horror stories you've heard are true, and you still haven't, and you haven't heard the half of it. On YouTube, I'm looking at all these web stories, and I'm like, dude, I can't look at this crap anymore. It's killing me. So what I do is I start scrolling down, and there's this YouTube channel. I don't know if it's still there, but it was when I checked it out. It's called Desi Kitchen, DESI Kitchen. It's Indian from India cooking. And I saw 2 bricks on either side, a grate, and 2 watermelons with some wood underneath, and it was burning, yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, what the hell? Because my brain is cooked anyways. So I'm scrolling through, I'm watching the whole thing, and I'm looking for how much time you're supposed to cook the stuff for. And I saw 5 hours, I saw 3 hours, I saw 1 hour, and I'm like, I'm going to try that. It's like when I started the book. I didn't think, I just started. And the same thing happened with this, with the cooking. So what I did was, I remember I was working on the book. I was telling a story about my dickhead grandfather, my dad's side of the family, who made horrible, horrible, horrible Brussels sprouts. I'm like, wait a minute. And it just came to me. Bacon wrapped Brussels sprouts. I threw those in there. And then the bacon bomb was actually a friend of mine when I was homeless back in Wisconsin. I was staying with him. He made me one, and I'm like, I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to stuff it in that damn watermelon. It was the most, it was insane.
So does the flavor, like, does the watermelon actually affect the flavor that much, or is it just a little like an after effect kind of back on the backside palate?
It affects it a little bit. It adds some sweetness to it, but it also it steams it. And to say it's moist and tender. Okay, it's so moist and so tender, you almost don't need teeth to chew it. You just said the sexy girlfriend #1 most hated word. Moist. Moist.
I actually don't know if anybody on the network here actually hates that word as much as she does.
I don't get it. So
I don't either.
Told a beautifully traumatizing story. I'd be like, okay, cool.
Yeah, so we got just a few minutes left in the show, about 15 total, about 10 left with you, and then we got to close everything up. So you've got the book working, and we're working together on some side stuff with that, as well as trying to find a new publisher. And so I'm actually really excited to read this thing.
Well,
he'll look at the pictures.
I went for the video. That's what
he's gonna wait for the straight to Netflix movie. Because there is no
all I'll say
longer a
is
straight to TV movie.
All I'll say is you'll never look at pepper spray and rubber gloves the same way ever again. And concrete rebar.
Are you sure this isn't going to be a straight to Pornhub video?
If you're into like murder porn, maybe.
Some donkey sex.
Anyway, so
we ain't even going to talk about two of the Man Love Thursday incidents that went down. Yeah. Ooh.
Let's not get into those. So I mean, you've got the foundation, and I hope people really do lock in and lock into your show because I do think there's a story to be told, and there's people out there that need to hear that story, as well as the positive, the other stuff that you're talking about with the working out and the diabetic stuff, and not pointing any fingers.
Hey, he'll powwow. I'll show him how to use a pressure cooker.
But,
he'll be loving life.
Well, this is also the same guy that tried to cook cookies in a microwave.
I'll hook him up. Don't you worry. I got something for him.
So his wife does all the cooking in the house. So
thank God.
Thank God. Otherwise, he'd be about as big around as me, if not smaller.
Yeah, I wouldn't need no diet. I'd just starve to death.
I'll show you. Hey, my cooking system is so simple. You could be in the coma that I was in and still do it. It is literally you would have to try to screw it up. Literally. I mean, once I show you how it works, it's like, wow. It's like monkey simple.
I appreciate that, but I have awesome extensive knowledge of food, just on the eating side. Okay.
I'll show you how I do it. Don't you worry.
But so I'm super excited to get involved in the cooking side, because me, I love to cook. I love to make stuff. I like to play with flavor and have fun. And I'm really, because for me, cooking is a form of therapy. It's kind of one of those things, whenever I start getting into it, everything else kind of melts away, and I just start playing, and I'm like, ooh, I wonder what this would taste like with this, and this, and this. And whenever I get into that mode, Show Wife literally does this.
Yeah. She's like, here's what I'm going to say on the cooking. My isolation was so bad. I would not, before I went to Marcus Institute for Brain Health in February of 2020. Yeah, I literally would not leave my room for weeks at a time. Okay, I was isolating that bad, and we're going to use it to help get veterans out of isolation, and we're going to help them kind of keep a promise to themselves to eat good food, and we're going to get them functioning again. I'm going to keep it so basic. It's going to be like I'm going to do a basic, and you're going to do kind of an advanced kind of a thing. We're going to be a shake and bake thing, and we're going to help them, coax them out of their isolation, because, man, the struggle is, dude, it's real as hell. And what I want to do with this, as much of a foul-mouthed prick as I've been, I want to use this as a means of genuine, heartfelt reconciliation. I want the veteran community to, at the very least, graduate out of skinning each other alive and bludgeoning each other to death to talking to each other again. Right. To, not at. Okay. Right. So I'm going to be talking about,
Well, and that's the thing. That's something that we've been talking about on the show for since the beginning. Is the fact that we as vets need to set the example for the rest of the American public. It does not matter where you go. 9 times out of 10, and now granted there are those few exceptions, that if you are in an area and you walk into pick a freaking store, you're going to run into, whether you know it or not, you're going to run into a minimum of 5 other vets.
Yeah.
And I would almost, in larger areas, I would almost up that number to 30 or 40. And if you needed something, they would give you the shirt off their back.
Oh, yeah.
Not even knowing who you are, just to know that you were a vet and to know that you are a true vet, not a stolen valor piece of shit.
Oh, don't even get me started on that. Oh.
Well, no, we won't go there. But to know that you are a true vet and that you need help, they're gonna boom, we're like that. They no questions asked, they're gonna help.
Yeah.
And then you've got obviously those few that are gonna be assholes and be like, well, go help yourself.
Here's what I'm gonna say.
Normally they're from the Air Force. So no, I'm kidding.
Yeah. Oh, the things I could say right about it. Now, here's what I'm going to say on this. The problem with the veteran community right now is we're in peacetime. We don't have an enemy to fight with. Guess who we're going to fight with? We're going to fight with each other because it comes down to a loyalty thing, a question of loyalty. And the person.
Well, yeah, you got 3 jarheads on the show right now.
Yeah. So we need to find a mission where we're engaged in a way where we're working together and not skinning each other alive and beating each other half to death to the point where one veteran will just walk off because it's like, yeah, I'm not in the mood for this crap,
Right.
And before this, I was just going to walk away once the book was published. Like, I'm talking hermit in the middle of the woods, scary as hell.
Like, hey, here's my book. Read it. Mic drop. I'm out.
Yeah, that was going to be it. And I think I need this because I need this so I can say I'm trying to be a part of the solution because God knows I've been part of the damn problem. Anybody who knows,
right.
Go over to a couple of other different shows and the hatred it's real, and to an extent I'll own it. It's to an extent it's warranted, but they're extenuating circumstances that were never discussed. And I'm going to share one thing with you. The problem with me writing the book. 2 of my guys I got really protective of. In principle, I had the right to be protective. The problem is I went full bull in a china shop after having snorted a pound of crack level protective, and that did more damage than it did good. And I gotta
right, and I
gotta own.
But that's right, but on the same note, that's something that we as vets are kind of known for, especially Marine vets. We are overly protective of our own, whether it be a Marine or any other vet or anybody else that we consider family. And so to gauge that reaction and not take that reaction in stride, knowing how we are, that's kind of one of those. What do you do? But anyway, Mickey, super excited about the show coming up. The Harambe Keeper will be on Thursday nights at 6 p.m. Central, 7 Eastern. Is that what we said?
I think so, yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, that's what we said. I've slept since then, kind of. And then, we'll
a couple things. I just stay with things like we want you to pimp out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Other than that, brother, we're looking forward to your show.
Yeah.
Looking forward to see the format, and I hope you have an experience that Justin and I had. We got to a point we wanted to quit. We did. We didn't want to. We were tired.
Yeah.
We had a gentleman who was a big fan of ours who watched our show.
I think he was actually watching. Mickey's seen that show,
and he said, "I need help." And everybody, including the fans, everybody started helping this guy. Stan Moore, you remember Stan Moore? Helped him. 3 months later, he died of a massive heart attack.
Damn.
But then we helped his wife,
and
we had band members that helped.
Yep.
Other people. It was just a great feeling, and that kind of rejuvenated.
Yeah.
And I hope you. Not the shutdown part, but I hope you go through, have something happen on your show that really validates what you do, and kicks you forward and make you really want to go after it, real good.
Yeah. So,
so
we are down to our last 5 minutes in the show. So
all right.
I need to do our normal closeout. And like I said, Thursday nights, it won't be this Thursday. It'll be next Thursday night.
Right.
Will be the premiere of the Harambe Keeper, featuring Mickey. And
now you're the only host.
Butcher your last name anytime I say it. Go for it.
You are the only host.
I am going, as far as being real and putting myself out there in a way that will inspire veterans to get their act together. I'm about to go, if everything works out the way I hope it will over the next day or two. I got stuff I got to do. I got some begging and humbling myself to do. we are going to go to a level of real that is going to cause people to crap bricks. I've got something going on right now. I'm about to bring a level of real, raw, and honest.
Nice.
You're about to step in front of the damn field. You're about to step in the front of the field strike train, and you're gonna get splattered. I'm just letting you know that now. And next, the first episode will be a foundational episode in which I explain myself as far as my thought process is concerned, so you know where I'm coming from and you know what to expect.
Yep.
Right. And again, you guys catch him here on Whoa Network.
Yeah. Only on the Whoa Entertainment Network.
That's right.
So with that being said, everybody, please, if you are having issues, whether it's post-traumatic stress, whether it's anxiety, whether it's depression, whether it's you're mad at your brother's, uncle's, girlfriend's cat, reach out to somebody. Excuse me, and my throat is still freaking dry. I've drank almost the entire soda. Reach out to somebody, guys. Somebody cares, whether it's Mickey, whether it's me, whether it's Richie, whether it's anybody in the comments. Trust me, somebody cares. We love you guys. We want you to succeed and be happy and just continue on in life, because there are always people who care. With that being said, much love to you all. For Richie, for Mickey, for everybody here at the Whoa Entertainment Network. We'll see you guys next week right here. Same bat time, same bat channel. Much love, y'all.